Hello, welcome back to Screen Riot. Today we're reviewing Puncture, a 2011 law drama movie based off real life events. Chris Evans stars as the main character, Mike Weiss, a quick witted, small town lawyer with a crippling drug addiction. Weiss and his partner stumble across an accidental needle puncture case that opens a door for a battle with the corporate health supply system and their endless funding. So, this movie is based off real life events. I didn't know that until I hit play, and it's kind of one of the first things that scrolls through. Chris Evans' character, Mike Weiss, he has a partner in his law firm called Paul Danziger, I believe is how you pronounce it. And Paul Danziger is actually responsible for writing the original story that became Puncture.
Oh,
And
The
then,
real
yeah,
Danziger.
yeah, the real one. And then, interestingly, on this, he's played the character Paul Danziger, who wrote the original story for this, is played by the director for this film. So it's kind of a little weird bundle of wax in the production before you kind of even uh, start watching the movie.
I thought that they focused a little bit too much on Chris Evans' drug addiction. I understood that he had a crippling drug addiction within the first 15 minutes of the movie, but yet we see it constantly throughout the movie,
yeah.
um, which I kind of understand. But I felt I'm gonna jump towards the end real quick, but I absolutely hated the ending, and
Yeah.
I wish they would have cut down some of this him and his party boy lifestyle stuff down a little bit, and they would have took the last act of the movie and had the court battle go on. I really
Yeah.
wanted to see this guy take them to court.
I completely agree. I wish they would have focused the entire movie more on the legal battle of it instead of the personal toll that it quote unquote put on Chris Evans' character.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if they were trying to go for like he had a drug problem, but this exacerbated it. Like the stress of it or whatnot. Did that actually kill? I don't know what they were going for there, but I would have much preferred a legal drama
Mhm.
instead of a legal
Drug drama.
drug drama based in legality in the lawyer world. I would
Yeah.
say.
I did not mind the ending. Again, this is based on a real movie. What? So first of all, did you all see his overdose death coming? Because I did not see that coming. I did not think that was going to happen.
No. Well,
No,
no,
that was a
and
surprise. Yeah,
I thought he was going to be killed by a mischievous corporation, is hiring a hitman or, to silence this guy because he's getting too close and he's going to win this case. And during that in those ending scenes when he was driving home, I could have sworn like they were insinuating that he was being followed.
yeah, they
And
did.
then
They
and
were.
then the next day that, when he's dead on his bed, it's like, was it really an overdose?
Was it
Or was he
poisoned? Yeah.
what I
Maybe
mean,
they were trying to insinuate that, like his friend has his suspicions
right.
that he was killed.
Because it all explains it in the text at the very end saying, the investigation of his death, it's ruled an overdose or something like that. And,
Yeah,
everything's
there's
kind
no
of thrown
further
out the window.
investigation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no further investigation. So it's like, okay, well, they probably got away with that because,
Mhm.
okay, he's a known drug user. So why not just give him a little extra? Case closed, you know?
Yeah, but they do explain the following of him, like because you see him in a car, like people just watching him from inside car or whatever. Like
Mhm.
you don't know who it is, but then it just turns out to be Johnny Ringo from Tombstone. Um,
Yeah, I
Mark,
would, and I'm
Behan.
disappointed in that because I I really like him as an actor,
Yeah,
and I thought, oh yeah, he's in this great. He's in the opening title. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, great. He's right, yeah, awesome. I didn't know he was in this. Can't wait to see him. He's in there for what, 2
2 minutes.
minutes,
Yeah, just
and
to explain the needle crisis in Africa.
I was gonna at the end. Yeah, they do make it very ambiguous to whether or not he was poisoned or something, or he OD'd.
Mhm.
But I kind of dug because he died. I was like, what? There's like 10 minutes left in this movie. He's supposed to triumphantly win
Mhm.
a court case, and I kind of like that reality of him just dying. And then almost the very next scene, it shows his partner going over to the house, and you can see his limp body in the background, and it's not glorified in any way whatsoever. It's like really grim. It's just him by
Mhm.
himself on a like somewhat dirty bed, and paramedics
Yeah.
are throwing him in, and the cops just like, yeah, you got to go talk to some other people about any questions you have. And is I kind of like the brutalness of it. And then they quickly tied up the movie with a scene where the partner essentially takes on the case and brings in some big guns, which he was kind of pushing to do the whole movie.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure I kind of like that it's almost a positive note they left on you, because
Mhm.
back what you guys were insinuating earlier is I'm not sure I even want to know what the outcome of that was, because I hadn't really heard of these safety needles either. I don't know if they won. There's probably a good chance that we should look it up and put in, hey, here's actually what happened with the preceding court case with the big time lawyer. But it's a pretty in-depth, like, did they settle? It's a pretty in-depth, complicated case about like supply chain issues. I'm not particularly personally, I'm kind of glad the movie stopped there. I'm not sure I really want it anymore after that.
I'm the opposite. I felt like there was no closure to the movie. I felt like when his friend gets in a lawyer and he meets up with the corporate lawyers and they're like, "Yeah, we're taking you on." I feel like that's when the movie was actually about to start getting interesting to me. And then the camera just dollies forward into a window.
That was a really good scene with the I just call him evil lawyer, Brett Cullen. This dude, he's super rich. He's, is landowner in Texas. I think it's Texas, right? That he's in.
Yeah, Houston.
Um and which I think is funny because he's actually from Houston. So maybe that was his ranch that he was on. But I loved their conversation towards the very end when he was describing what happened with Big Tobacco and what happened with all that. And he's like, what happened with it? People are still smoking. And you have more people smoking today than probably in the past. And it's like, what did that do? It just slapped their hands and they're like, okay, whatever. Next.
I found myself honestly being most interested in the movie with any scenes that he was involved in.
Hmm.
Like, I was kind of mentally checked out at a lot of the stuff except for when he was on screen.
Well, he
Yeah.
commands he commands every scene that he's in. He just
Hmm.
has that movie star presence.
What about the opening? The opening scene for this movie. So not the initial needle prick family, but kind of the first drug. There's like a house party where his wife comes in and he asks for a divorce, and basically they're just kind of painting the story to show you that this guy's kind of a piece of shit, like drug drugged up partier kind of guy. But I was so confused. I was like, wait, is this a college house party? Is
Right.
this a party for coworkers? Is this what is going on here? Like, I couldn't understand the makeup of people, and then his wife coming in and randomly shooting a gun, because I just the whole that scene was super bizarre to me and made no sense.
I also have to point out how similar of a body type I have with Chris Evans. So
Oh,
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
same
Right.
tattoos
I
and
can,
everything.
yeah,
Huh?
I can
Yeah.
vouch. Yeah. Mm.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Vouch.
um,
Okay.
Anyway,
well, you got to
segue.
show it off. So
Right? All the red face and everything.
oh yeah. So we need to figure out if we are going to stream it or skip it. I'm gonna skip it. Kyle,
I'm gonna skip it as well.
John,
Skip it.
Rowan.
I say stream it.
So that means we are decided we are going to skip it for Puncture from 2011. So that means our next lawyer movie for April is going to be a Denzel Washington vehicle. It's called Roman J. Israel Esquire. It's a PG-13 movie from 2017. Stars Denzel Washington, Colin Farrell, and Carmen Ejogo. I don't know. All right, so we will see you guys next week when we do Roman J. Israel Esquire. So bye.
Cool. See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Colin Farrell killing it in
Oh,
our reviews.
I know.
It's like
Yeah,
he's been
good.
like
That's
he's
that's the third one now.